Добрий вечір. І за традицією сьогодні у нас з вами знову продовження GreedFall. Будемо дивитися, що там з нашим кузеном, що з ним коїться, що з ним відбувається. Будемо дивитися далі, дізнаємося, що від нас приховувала наша сім'я, яка і наша сім'я, і не наша сім'я одночасно, скажімо так. Тому приємного перегляду. Все як завжди, ви знаєте, що робити. Так, ми закінчили, а ми в Сан-Матеусі закінчили. Нам вже трохи підзабула. Так, ми дізналися, що наша матір загинула у підземеллі. Бо наш рідний дядько трошки виявився козлом. Так, але нам з вами треба зайнятися іншою справою. Нам треба з вами вибрати нового Верховного Короля. Це обов'язковий просто квест, без нього, мабуть, просто ніяк. Так, зараз відправляємося у нашу резиденцію. Знаєте, що я подумаю? Я зараз куплю якийсь слабенький пістолет, хай він буде. Так. Купити зброю. А що, він тільки холодну? Холодна тільки? Це не чесно. Бувайте. Я думала, що я зможу купити якийсь такий пістолет слабесенький, а воно ні. Так, а що ми можемо на верстаку зробити? Так, ось. Нічого не можемо зробити, так. Поїхали до нашої резиденції. Це десь ось тут, так? Візьмемо Сіору замість Петруса. Так, Курта залишимо. У нього навіть здоров'я побільше. Так, Петруса ми вбираємо. Сіору беремо. І відправляємося з вами так. Давайте подивимося. Може нам вдасться з усіма поговорити. Це було б супер чудово, супер класно. Так, а ти не торгуєш ніякою зброєю дешевою, вогнепальною? Абсолютно на всі потрібно. Та ну що б вас. Там на 28 рівні нам дадуть оцей один окуляр, як я його називаю. Нам треба вибрати нового Верховного Короля. Я думаю, ти нам з цим допоможеш.
What do you seek?
I am the bearer of bad news. Your High King Vinbar is dead.
Dead. And the first Tire. He was a good king in times of peace, but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those keen to replace him.
That's true. If Bloodmead was still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done a long time ago. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Minawi. You will have to pick a side.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enon Mil Frichteman. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to drive away?
I have my own reasons. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
You have helped my people. You are our Karants as well. You can count on me to help you. Once I am the High Queen, I will lead you to the sanctuary.
You seem certain you will obtain the title.
Those who covet victory must do everything they can to obtain it. Don't you agree? The old kings wore a legendary crown, which was lost during the war against the people of the sea. Whoever were to retrieve it would be chosen.
And you know where it is?
I believe it is located in the Tomb of the Kings, a holy place not far from the village of Ignamri. I do not know exactly where it is, but it is said that the path leading there is strewn with spears, and that the entrance is marked by a dead tree, and protected by a Nadaig Magaman. Do not worry. I will find this place and retrieve the crown before the election.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote, I'd better go and get this crown myself.
Anything more?
I need to be going.
Wa'awalem seg.
Now we've earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Milfrid?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant. But the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
Are you certain that you've chosen the right ally? If not, we can go and find another. What's a little menial work when compared to the fate of this whole island?
You're right. It's a decision that is more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Ні, вона мені не подобається. А, ось тут ця штука. Дайте я пройду. Вона мені не подобається, вона якась зла жінка. Вони всі злі. Так. Давайте подивимося. Зараз. Так. Давайте подивимося, з усіма поговоримо, а там вже я потім оберу. Так, дуже цікаво, якщо ми знайдемо ту корону, що буде. Я пропоную нам взяти цю корону і стати королем. І прогнати цих колоністів. Так, що нам скаже цей афроамериканець? Чи хто він там?
What brings you here, Ono Manawi?
I am the bearer of bad news. Vinbar, your High King, is dead.
Ande Voshtire. He was a great king, and a very wise Donegad. We haven't seen him in a long time, but his memory shall be honored.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to take his place.
I am not looking for power, but Tifradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaigse brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past, and chasing away those who came does not make sense. The wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become High King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaigse humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enon Milfrichteman in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
Your clan has not given me many reasons to trust you. But if you prove my suspicions wrong, I will help you. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
Not long ago, we clashed with your clan. Your people said that the forest belonged to them and prevented us from entering. We spoke with your Lady Morange, and we almost came to an agreement. Then an elder from my village poisoned 3 woodcutters. That stopped the discussions. The old man responsible for the deaths must be punished, I agree. But not by your people. Not until we are sure we can trust you. There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Так, зараз вислухаємо третього кандидата, подивимось, що він нам запропонує. І підемо шукати корону. Тому що корона все ж таки необхідна. Так, пішліть. Так, давайте подивимось, що з цього вийде. Треба усіх послухати. Мені дуже цікаво, як вони повернуть сюжет. Ну, який основний. О, це оцей.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I regret to inform you that your High King Vinbar is dead.
And divorced Tire. He was a great man, although he left us a long time ago. But why have you come to notify me of such sorrowful news?
Glendan has informed me that you are most likely among those who will want to take his place.
It is true, and I will perhaps be able to obtain it. I understand that you may be worried about my intentions, but rest assured, I seek only to bring peace to our lands. Peace brings life and prosperity by creating an alliance with the people of the continent. the lives of our people will be improved and happier.
There is something I would like to ask of you. If you were to be named High King, I would be thankful if you could allow me to meet Enon Mil Frichtemann.
Of course. If I become High King, I would be glad to help you. You are Carants of Ignamri after all. If you really want to make sure that I win, you will need to seek the crown of the High Kings.
What is that?
It may only be a legend, but it is said that High Kings used to wear a very ancient crown. The first guardian would have taken it to the grave. If someone were to wear it today, they would surely be chosen.
And where is the first guardian's tomb located?
Somewhere not far from here, since he fought his last battle nearby. The entrance to his burial mound is said to be guarded by a Nadaig Magaman, the path that leads to it, marked by his spears, and its entrance by a large dead tree. But beware. The Nadaig will not let you enter without a fight. Anything else?
Такі цікаві. Слухайте, якщо вам потрібна ця корона, ви йдіть.
Nothing. I must go.
Чому я повинна це робити? Я навіть не знаю, кому віддати цю корону. Та хоче з ними війни, ну, з колоністами. Той хоче, щоб був рівень якийсь. Рівноправ'я між кланами і між колоністами. Цей хоче повністю миру. Я не знаю. Якось це все... Якось це все дуже дивно. Так, давайте виходимо з цієї місцини. Я навіть не знаю, що гірше може бути. Чому, наприклад, Сіора не може стати королевою? Ну, от, наприклад, чому? Навіть не знаю. Так, нам кудись туди. Музика змінилася, ви чуєте? Нова якась. Флейта грала. Добрий день! Це що таке? Все беремо. Так. Все? Я думала, тут прохід, а тут нічого нема. Бідний розбився. Так, біжимо, біжимо, біжимо і навіть не думаємо з ними битися. Там сюди. Так, це напевно тут. А, дивіться, так, це ці. О, а у мене нема зброї, так. Чекайте. Угу, дуже дякую. Ой, у нього цей, дивіться, у нього спис. Йой! Ну що таке? Ой! Так, спокійно, спокійно. Ой! Да. Страшний. Страшний. Такі цікаві монстри, а от система боїв слабесенька. Ну, як на мене. Чогось не вистачає, не знаю. Так, а у мене там щось є? Так, у мене тут щось є. О, ну давайте, якщо вже така справа. Так, ну що нам ця корона принесе? От я от думаю. Сенс цієї корони. Якщо той король був без корони, то ця корона що дасть? Якось дуже дивно це все. Поки заплутано. Так, там ми не пройдемо. А що в нас тут? Ого, які! Все? Так, а тут є цілих 2 шляхи. А ну давайте подивимося, що в нас на... А сюди ми не можемо, так, пройти? Так, ми не можемо, це вихід, значить... Вхід тільки один. Колись тут жили колоністи. Ви бачите? Залишки будинків. Ой, зараз тут щось буде.
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders, and you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, Do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Deirdre is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtemen, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
Пішла вона у дупу. Мені залишиться. Ха!
I believe someone other than you must become the High King.
Someone more easily manipulated, who will obey the orders of the Renaigse, no doubt. Too bad. You leave me no choice. I have come to take that crown, and I won't leave without it. Enough! I accept my defeat. Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
Indeed. So it seems. We will meet again at Dorhad Genador. Until then, Deirdre.
Ні, прийшла така. Дай мені корону. Іди. А, отам є вихід. Супер. Іди. Чого ти її раніше не знайшов? Чого ти її вирішила зараз знайти? Чого? Чого? Я навіть не знаю, кого обрати просто. О, добрий день. Ба, без зброї так погано, без вогнепальної. Дуже погано без вогнепальної зброї. Прям супер поганецько. Я навіть не знаю, кому віддати, от чесно. Я нікому не довіряю, просто нікому. Навіть не знаю. Тобі нормально відпочивається? Ага, дуже дякую. Ще б одну таку знайти було б чудово. А ти що таке звідси? Іди звідси. Все? То я просто трошки якась крива. Так. Це що за вхід? Нема тут входу. Я не знаю. Я знаю так, що рівноправ'я ніхто не буде робити. Ніхто не буде жити у рівноправ'ї. Ніхто нікого не буде слухатися. На цьому почнеться... О, табір можна розбити. Супер. Так, і куди нам? Не будемо то в шахті робити. Чи зробимо? Ні. Не буду робити. Бо оцей він хитрий. У цій масці. Кістяний. Він такий, я тобі не довіряю. Я його розумію, але є але. Так, давайте ще раз всіх послухаємо. Цьому віддамо і все.
I went into the tomb. I found the crown that your ancient high kings wore upon their heads.
And now you count on using it to lean upon the leader you have chose to reign.
Yes. I need to be certain that the one elected High King helps me encounter Enon Milfrichteman.
I already promised you my help in this matter. But the question left unanswered is this. Do you wish that your people may continue to settle here? For our mutual benefit?
Take it. I hope you will keep your word and make good on your promise.
The council is beginning to unite. It is time I left you. Thank you for having given me the crown. I will not forget your help. I promise you this.
Так, у нього теж погана морда, але він мале зло. Проведи мене.
Congratulations on your new position, Ulan. You undoubtedly will prove yourself worthy, but it is time you kept your promise. I must meet Enon Milfrichteman as soon as possible.
I have not forgotten the gift you gave me when you handed me the crown, nor have I forgotten our agreement. But first, I must go to the sanctuary myself, Karans. In accordance with our tradition, meet me at the sanctuary's entrance in 2 days. I will then have spoken with Enon Milfrichteman, and I will be able to honor the promise I made.
In 2 days? Very well. I'll be there.
We spent 2 days twiddling our thumbs in this village. Don't you think we have better things to do?
Ну, зробимо завданнячко. Ну, а що нам? Так. Зараз, секундочку, я виберу завданнячко. Угу. Давайте оцю зробимо. Якраз про шахти. А, так я тут. Так, наша міні-карта. Угу. Я просто думаю, як нам вийти звідси. Ми ж можемо звідси вийти. Це, я так розумію, це по типу їх столиця. Верховне місто. От, якраз ми зробимо цю шахту. Ну, я не знаю, тому я не довіряю. Вони всі якісь дивні, але я ж кажу, що це і мале зло. Жіночкою зразу все було зрозуміло, тому що коли навіть у печері вона на мене накинулася за цю корону, ну ви вибачте. Які там можуть бути обіцянки, ви мені скажіть? Вона б мене вбила б, заколола б і все. Нічого не знаю. Так, шахти, шахти, допоможемо хлопцям. Так, чекайте. А що таке? Я зрозуміла, що нічого не зрозуміло. Щось не працює. Ну, не працює, так не працює. Ну і все. На тому і вирішили. На тому і порішили, що ми будемо робити. Значить, шахта не судьба. Не судьба, не доля, не доля, не судьба. Тір, мабуть, якщо була б українська локалізація, Тірдоп, чорні землі. Землі чорного кольору. Такс. Ми ж правильно йдемо. Так, правильно йдемо. А чому сестра Сіори не приймала участь? Вони ж теж плем'я. Я щось не розумію. О, який красунчик! Нас тут немає, вам здалося. Так, ми знову в цьому Едемі. Тут якесь завданнячко є. Давайте поговоримо з ними. Що вони нам запропонують?
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The Enlightened has heard my prayers.
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue their research in some swamps. But they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help, but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I am not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
Зараз там знадобиться інтуїція 15 рівня. Ні?
This man is burning up with fever, and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows. The flesh is swollen around the bites. Perhaps the creature that bit him was venomous. Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter what happens, you always suspect them.
Why, of course. The savages are always to blame. The man was in the swamp. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from the area will know the antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Так, ну пішліть. Чому тут немає каменя з фаст-тревелом? Чому у дикунів це є, а у цивілізації в лапках немає? Що це таке? Та ну щоб вас. О.
Manawi, you've come back to see old Lair. I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be able to join another clan. And you proved me right. Peace with the Renaigse is possible.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we could be helpful. Alas, our Donegat is one of the exiles. But Vindwal knows plants well. She will know.
Thank you. I will go see her. I hope she agrees to help us.
Так, ну
I have
пішліть.
to go.
Like so many others.
Так, а це... Ага. Це все тут, не відходячи від каси. Так.
Here you are again. What do you want?
I have come to ask for your help. Lair told me you know about remedies.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants. I used to want to become a Donegad.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he was bitten by a creature of the swamp.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he does not receive proper treatment.
Do you know which antidote should be given to him?
Yes. These priests are idiots. They could have asked for our help, but they treat us like children. You are different. And you have allowed my son to join a new clan. So, I will give you the potion to cure the priest. Wait a moment. Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
От бачите, коли робити добрі справи, дуже багато робити добрих справ, можна отримати в доброму ключі оце все. Карма зіграє з тобою добре.
You're in Eden. You are safe.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people have... disappeared.
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him. As for those who were at the camp, you must go help them.
Show me the location of your colleagues on the map. I will join them.
There. Please, hurry.
Thank you. You should rest now.
Головне зробити, підставити звук листів і відмітити на мапі. Супер. Так, а вихід у нас... Ага, все. Та ну заспокойтеся. О, тут можна табір розбити, слухайте. Прийдеться вас бити, хлопці. Все? Так, переміститися. Так, нам куди? Нам сюди. Це болота. Це ті самі болота. Ведвілві. Хто ці назви придумав? Господи. Так, ми пішли. Так, її не було. Зараз нас покусають і ми тут помремо. От, можна табір розбити. Супер. Так. Зараз будемо дивитися, до чого це призведе. Так, а ми звідки прийшли? Звідси. Я ж не думаю, що тут буде знову оця така страшна жіночка. Ну, пам'ятаєте, вона така страшнюча. Жінка-богиня. Така жахлива. Бридка. Фу. Так, я бачу щось схоже на табір. Такс. Оці глухі стіни, оці невидимі стіни, це кошмар. Так, я бачу драбину. Так, а ми вже тут були, цікаво. Дуже цікаво. Так, а нам куди? Так, нам треба повернутися до нашого цього. Нам треба повернутися до нашого табору. Бо тут заплутатися нічого, просто нічого не коштує. Або нічого не вартує. Так, тут табір, а нам сюди. Ось сюди. Я чомусь зразу дивлюсь на оці болота і зразу згадую цей зоряні війни. Ще не вистачає майстра Йоди. У цих болотах і Люка, який навчався у нього. Добрий день.
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Так, ну давайте поговоримо.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what has led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition had disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing, and I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information. But you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Слухайте, знаєте, що я тільки щойно побачила? Я не знаю, кому вірити, от абсолютно. Дивіться, в Fallout є оцей доктор Верджил, так? Якого ми розшукали у Ясному морі, який є супермутантом, але він раніше був людиною. Дивіться, тут вони кажуть Верджил англійською, а Вергіліус – це справжнє ім'я. А там написано доктор Верджил, а не доктор Вергіліус. Ви зрозуміли? що я маю на увазі. Ну, ми завтра будемо грати, тому думаю, що ви дізнаєтеся. Якось дивно. Якось дивно. Тобто його звуть доктор Вергіліус, а не Верджил. Дуже смішно.
Brother Virgil,
What do you want?
can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. It was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are not fighters. And they have better things to do than roam around their camp at night.
We've been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
Так, ну що, вислухали і поїхали. Ну, він просто на неї ображається, тому що вона жінка, і жінці дали право на те, щоб вона вела цю експедицію. Це лиш за цим зв'язане. Ми ж то знаємо, як це буває. Так, побігли кудись побігли. О! Трупо. А його, до речі, не було. Так, нам не сюди. Те, що вони погано підготувалися, то їх проблеми. Вони знали, наскільки острів небезпечний, вони могли підготуватися. Так. А чому я знову сюди прийшла? Тому що нам не тут треба шукати, а нам треба шукати там, де той табір. Просто якийсь страшний сон. Це заблукати десь на болотах. Це кошмар. Так, там у нас табір. Це все ж таки тут треба шукати. Я не бачу проходу. Це прохід? Ні? А, от. Як вони його заховали, як воно заховано. Цікаво. О, табір. Найс. Головне, щоб нас не вкусило.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
No. Look, it may be what someone wanted it to look like, but his wound was inflicted with a weapon. He was struck in the back of the head, from behind, with
Значить, це Верджил наш. Вергіліус. О, дивіться, наука другий рівень. О, у нас вона якраз є. Як? О боже, серйозно. Наука. Так, добре, давайте пробувати робити знову ту ж саму махінацію. Зрозуміли? Зі збросом. Зараз все буде. Так, талантів у нас 7. Так, характеристики. Таланти ми розкидали. І навички. А чому навички скидаються? Оце заново, наново. Зараз все розкидаю швидесенько. Ну, бачите, така доля цієї гри, оце видумувати отаку фігню. Тому що вони нормально не можуть дати нам ці навички, нормально. Що я повинна як оцей дурень оце все. Так, і тепер зараз знову одягнемо. Щоб, дай Боже, нам вистачило цього всього. Так, це в нас є. Так, це в нас є. Ну, хоча б оцей. А, це оцей якраз і крутий. Боже, ми зі зброєю. Так, ну все. Науки у нас 2. Давайте.
This man's death was no accident, nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace, and it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death. This man's death was no
Так, ну це ми вже знаємо.
nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace, and it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death.
Написали, що я якась перегружена. А як це? Що це таке? А що я несу такого важкого, ви мені скажіть? Тепер можу бігти? Мені тепер легше? Так, зараз. Ні, мені це не потрібно. Ні. Мені потрібно покласти щось, тому що я не можу бігти. Так, а це що таке? Тепер можу? Перший раз таким я... Такс. Зараз все скинемо. Ну що, тепер можемо бігти? О! Як новенькі. Так, і... Куди нам? Зараз одну секундочку. Так, а ну давайте. Це ж сюди, правильно? Ні, це не сюди. Ну так чому мапа показує? Навіть не хочу питати, чому. Так, а де? Куди? Я не бачу проходу. Ви бачите, тому що я не бачу. Це через табір треба йти. Так, там розкопки, значить це сюди. Ой. А чому я не вибрала що? Я не можу вибрати зброю? Секундочку. А чому в мене немає? Не зрозуміло, чого в мене немає. Так, тактична пауза. Немає, ви зрозуміли, немає її у швидкому цьому виборі. Так, а що це таке? А, от, все. Так. Зараз, секундочку. Все? Все, нарешті розібралася, бачите?
The body of this man was devoured by beasts, but it happened after he died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound. But alas, it is impossible to know who was wielding it. This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animal. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
Коротше, це цей Верджил. Кулю просто так витратила. Так, а куди я йду? Чекайте. Я йду назад. Господи, я думала, це завдання буде коротшим. Так. А, от, лежить.
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn. But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside...
О, навіть Сіора проти нього, бачите?
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Та хай роз'яснення дає, що це таке? Хай дає роз'яснення. Господи, а куди це я потрапила? Куди це я пішла? Так, там не пройти. Так, тут теж не пройти. Я не так пішла, мені треба було іншим шляхом іти. Та ні! Ну що ж ти будеш робити? Так, а де я? А, ну от. Так, я заплуталася. Я заплуталася. О, от ми прийшли, вийшли на цей табір, клятий.
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency! Weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages! Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they protect their land. Only the Renaigze are deceitful enough to disguise a death.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation. But to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues...
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
This Renaigze tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next. Everybody listen. Alas, I must inform you that I found the dead bodies of your missing colleagues.
How awful. What happened to them?
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals. But it was all staged. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies abandoned to the creatures.
What? But why do such a thing? And who murdered them?
Brother Virgil confessed to his crimes in front of me.
Monster! You will pay for these crimes. These people you killed were our brothers, our friends.
You stupid goose. You really believe that I will let you pass judgment on me? You shouldn't have been so quick to accept these lies that could destroy our nation. And want to reveal them for all to hear. You are solely responsible for these deaths.
How dare you present yourself as the protector of our nation? Murderer!
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil fled during the battle.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices fled along with him. What a waste. So many people died.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of everyone, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable, alas. But you did what you thought was fair. Here, take this. As a token of gratitude for shedding light on these dismal events. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matthias's journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
Так, отакі справи. Бачите? Так, ми зараз до нашого табору, і вже день там пройшов. Йдемо до головного бога. Потім підемо на шлях Матеуса. Так, я колись вийду звідси. Ось наш табір. Чудово. Так. Да. Мені він зразу не сподобався, цей Верджил. Вергіліус. Ще з самого першого. Я думаю, це він вкрав. Скрижалі оце все. Так, зараз. Так, а нам куди? Давайте подивимось на мапу, щоб я не цей. Так, нам зараз вліво. Ну, подивимося, як він своє слово стримає. Тому що ми не знаємо, як і що. Я нікому не довіряю, якщо чесно, абсолютно. Я навіть кузену вже не довіряю. Тому що я не знаю, що з ним. 8 годин з копійками. Господи, блукаємо. А не майнд. Вогняна душа.
I'm I'm glad to see you here, Karans.
How was your encounter with Enon Milfrictiman?
Very good. I accomplished the rites the way I was supposed to, and I received his blessing. He was concerned about the negative influence of a Renaigse, but I reassured him. Don't worry, but you should go. He's expecting you. Stay on the right-hand path, and do not turn back. Even the slightest hesitation could awaken the creatures who guard this place.
Так, ну що? Йдемо на зустріч з Богом. Так, не повертаємо. Він сказав по правій стороні. Мені аж страшно, якщо чесно. Це прям дуже страшно. Зараз кажуть, що нам потрібна наука 3, інтуїція 5, щоб перейти далі. Зараз як накинеться. Це просто, мабуть, вулкан якийсь діючий, як раніше думали древні люди. Господи, мені страшно. Мені страшно. Мені дуже лячно. Через рукавички, пані та панове. Супер!
And so the child that was taken has returned, the flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call Enon Milfrictiman. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Milfrictiman. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only want it truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands, he spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad, because it is not made to be taken. He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible. How could that be?
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all four of us. Flee, or you will be their victims.
Господи, що це відбувається? Треба тікати звідси. Просто біжимо і не повертаємося. Слухайте, ну я не очікувала такого повороту, що Константин це зло.
I saw a man fleeing to Sanctuary. I should have warned you that you couldn't bring anyone with you. Were you able to get all the answers you were looking for?
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the earth. It is actually some kind of poisoning, and it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
Know that if we can help our allies, we will do it with pleasure. I am certain that the Donegada on the island will be able to help you make sense of what you heard.
Thank you, Ulan. I'll take some time to dwell on it.
You still look troubled. Does the fleeing man worry you?
No. I just learned a few things which I would like to verify.
I understand. For now, qua awalam seg karats.
Goodbye.
Коли О, 28 рівень. Так, ми з вами отримали характеристику. Він коли описував цю людину, описував Константина, я чомусь одразу згадала, ви знаєте кого? Кого всі не люблять зараз. Хто повинен сидіти у тюрмі за всі злочини? Я навіть не знаю, як можна зараз розказувати щось Константину. Тобто Константин – зло. Мені дуже лячно. Чесно. Як так сталося? Чому? Чому Константин? Щось якось це темно і неправильно. Да. У мене так багато думок зараз про цей сюжет. У мене просто зламана голова.
My fair cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Teleme. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, Your Excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again? Unless it is those traitors of the Guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Byrne is hoping that you could send him your cousin, as well as some troops.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great. Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
Dear allies, knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. And regarding sending my cousin, she's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for her life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find the time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to her.
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Так. Добрий день.
Constantine.
My adorable cousin, I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able to talk with Enon Milfrichteman.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earned the trust of the Pretender, who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Ulan, the king of the village of Vignamri. He's a negotiator and a clever diplomat who supports the presence of the settlers.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree. As strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old, bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the earth so much, we have poisoned it. And the disease has contaminated us through the water we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the earth can be healed. That his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
No, but it's true that the conversation ended abruptly. An intruder had managed to sneak into the sanctuary, and we had to flee to evade the wrath of its guardians.
An intruder, you say? Then I guess this sanctuary isn't that heavily protected. Your work really is exemplary. The entire continent should be thanking you. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I must take my leave.
Take care, and come back soon.
Мені здається, що це він там був. Він все знає. Він знає, що ми його обманули, що ми не розказали. Я не стала розказувати, тому що я не знаю. Я не знаю, що робити в такій ситуації, от абсолютно. Я можу тільки гірше зробити. Або краще, тому я не знаю. Так. Нам з вами треба розібратися в делікатній справі, але я думаю, що ми це підемо вже наступного разу. У нас ще є час, тому я зараз до нашої резиденції. Нам треба дізнатися про нашу матір. Так, ось так. Зараз 2 хвилинки, я повернуся. Знаєте, я от все думаю, невеличка студія, маленька студія, і так багато ідей, а великі масивні такі мамо-студії, ігрові монстри, і у них нема ні ідей, нічого. Якось дивно дуже. Так, Петрос, давай кажи, що там моя мама. Розкажи мені.
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was a Donegad. She told me her name, Arelwyn, and told me about her family. She even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. She said it was a family heirloom. Did my mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Norts can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Norts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
Yes. All this is so new to me. But I suppose so, yes.
Let's go then.
Так, тоді ми з вами візьмемо Васко. Він у нас нафт, він нам допоможе. Так, поїхали. Дізнаємося, хто ми. Ну, добре, підемо так. Було б класно, якби посеред сюжету місто оновлювалося, там щось добудовувалося, щоб воно не стояло на місці, а то гра розрахована десь на 60 годин. Ну, ми вже цілий день, можна сказати, 24 години ми вже програли. Ну, можна було якось зробити, щоб там оновлювалось місто. Привіт, я тобі вже дуже багато допомагала, тому допоможи тепер мені.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships, from a native captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions, and our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tiefredi who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
Desarde?
Yes, Admiral?
Don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
Так. Нам потрібно до Хікмету. Супер. Правильно. Правильно. Так, нам потрібно вийти. Мідяний район. Так, нова сирена. Так, нам сюди. Оце мені, знаєте, що нагадує? Мені це нагадує Skyrim. Просто... Куди відправитися? Куди хочете відправитися? Все, біжимо і біжимо. А ви замітили, що тут ніколи не буває дощу? Я не знаю чому, але чомусь розробники забули, що тут повинен бути дощ. Павичковий. Чи тут був дощ? Я просто ні разу не бачила. Просто цікаво. Я не пам'ятаю. Тут є дощ чи нема? Боже. У мене просто тригер зараз. Тут є дощ чи нема? Треба подивитися, в якому стрімі, може, десь є. Тому що це буде дивно, якщо не буде тут дощу.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Так, ну добре, біжимо. Та-ра-ра-ра-ра.
Hello there. My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You're the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar.
The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Naughts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember, and yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Naughts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
From one captain to another, if you would allow me.
Captain Vasco? I'm listening.
You said it yourself. A child was born at that particular time. A seaborn. And we always help one of our own.
Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
Так, давайте я зараз хочу повернутися до нашої резиденції і взяти Сіору замість Васко. Добре, що з нами був Васко. Так, десь тут наша резиденція. Привіт. Десь тут наша резиденція. Оце вона. Так, Васко, дякую тобі. Сіора. Так, нам сюди. Дуже цікаво. Так, все, пішли. Пішліть. Буде дивно так бачити своїх родичів. Дуже дивно. Хто наші родичі? А? Бо цілих 25 років пройшло. Це оце поселення, де ми віддали... Так, ні, нам не сюди. Ми правильного вибрали Верховного Короля, ви зрозуміли? Він є наша рідня, скажімо так. Улан, допомагай.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago, but I remember the village Denegad, kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue, but it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Teofradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me, but others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Тобто, навіть її дядько, він не рідний. Вона зовсім не рідня. Її батька вбили. Матір забрали.
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And do you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of...
Ой, ти теж таке лайно. Він менше зло, аніж оті всі.
There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
Давай
The
запитаємо.
Islanders protect their Donegad. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaiks.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Тобто афроамериканці – це наша рідня. Я не расистка, але просто вони всі темношкірі тут. Ну, 90%.
Hello. Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I am looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I am extremely grateful.
Так, ну все, поїхали. Поїхали шукати нашу тітку. Не, ми не знаємо хто, ми нафти, ми островітяни, ми європейці, хто ми? Зразу згадую мем, хто я? Волохата мавпа. Я не можу цього мему, ну просто, ну це зараз... Все? Так, чи я знову прийшла туди, куди... Ой, щоб вас. Я вже тут була сьогодні. Я знову прийшла туди, куди не треба. Ну, таблички поставте, що я тут вже була. не знаю, тітка може нас і не прийняти. Ой.
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Donegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or better, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tierce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tiafradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Duktaram. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good for once in my deceitful life. For you and for her. I hope the enlightened will remember this when I stand before them.
Чому ти дістала меч? Так, ну ми з вами дізналися. Вони дуже схожі. Дуже схожі. Через грим нічого не видно. Тепер я розумію, чого він її називає My Child. Ви зрозуміли? Тому що він був небайдужий до її матері. Так. Ну що, я думаю, що серія вдалася. Давайте тут зупинимося біля цього котла, чи що це таке. А я хочу вам подякувати, що ви прийшли, що ви були зі мною, що ви дивилися. Дуже приємно, що ви приходите сюди. кожен день, або інколи не кожен день, я дуже вас рада бачити. Отам у правому куточку свого екрану. Я вам бажаю гарного вечора, тому що ще вечір. Гарної тихої ночі. Щоб сьогодні точно нічого не літало в ваших областях або над вашими головами, щоб всі були живі, здорові, це головне. Також хочу подякувати нашим хлопцям, нашим ЗСУ. Вони у нас найкращі, вони у нас просуваються. І не кажіть, що так довго, так треба. Якщо б вони просувалися дуже швидко, було б дуже багато смертей. А так, по краєчку, потрошку, ми виборюємо нашу плоть, нашу кров. Так що не забувайте їм дякувати. Ви знаєте, як це робити. Я вам не нагадую. Бувайте! І ще раз дякую.